and welcome to the latest edition of the Cape May County Library's reading recommendation videos. I'm your host, Natalie. I'm going to be recommending 3 different books on Mondays and Wednesdays each week. I'm trying to pick from a selection of fiction and nonfiction, so hopefully there's something for everyone. And all of these titles are currently available digitally through Libby and Hoopla, which are the Cape May County Library's digital ebook and e-audiobook services. I'll tell you at the end of the video how you can access these with your library card. So let's get started. So the first book I'm going to recommend is a big, giant book. It's about 900 pages, and this is Neal Stephenson's Anathem. So this is a science fiction book. Our main character, Franz Erasmus, lives in a convent. They call them consents, and they study math and science and philosophy in these convents. It's kind of the new religion is math and science. And just like convents of today, they're very secluded and cut off from the outside world. Now, in this potentially post-apocalyptic world, societies have risen and fallen, and the world has gone through various cycles of societies, and these convents have remained. So Franz Erasmus is a new a new monk there, and he is studying. He's very smart, and he knows his stuff. So as I said, they're very cut off from the outside world. They call it the extramuros, but every once in a while they have these week-long celebrations where they open the doors to the convent and let the outside world in, and they let their monks out into the world. So our main character, Franz Erasmus, wants to go see his family and see what's been going on in the outside world since he became a monk. And I don't want to give too much else away. There's definitely an adventure in there. The world is threatened by some event that's going to happen, and the various characters, including our main character, are drawn in to try to help, and potentially their special learning in the convent will be able to help them succeed in the mission of saving the world. But I don't want to give too much else away. This is a really great long book, and it definitely does a lot of world building. It's very interesting, and we have a lot of other Neal Stephenson's works. So Anathem is available on Libby and Hoopla, both in text. So that is Neal Stephenson's Anathem. So the next item I want to recommend is, we'll take a turn to more of like a lighthearted comedy type mystery. This is Dog on It by Spencer Quinn. So this is a buddy, like kind of a buddy cop mystery book. We have our 2 detectives, Bernie and Chet. Bernie is a kind of down on his luck PI, private investigator. I would say he's like a little silly. He's struggling, and his partner Chet is his faithful dog. Bernie's trying to make his way as a PI, and the book is told from Chet's perspective. So Chet the dog, he doesn't always fully listen to all the human conversations. He doesn't always quite get what's going on. He has a great nose, so he will sniff out anything, especially if there's a steak involved. So it's a great spin on a mystery book, told from the dog's perspective, and you kind of get to experience the mystery through his eyes. So this is the first in a series. We have the second one, Thereby Hangs a Tale. These are both available on Libby in audio, and we also have a couple of short stories told in the world of Bernie and Chet. And those are all on Libby. So Dog on It and Thereby Hangs a Tale are both available in audio. Okay, so the last book I'm going to recommend, I don't always have the physical books with me, but my last title, so I drew the cover of my last title. It is Timekeepers by Simon Garfield. So Simon Garfield writes a lot of nonfiction that's kind of about unusual topics, and I love this kind of nonfiction, so I highly recommend his stuff. Timekeepers is available on Hoopla in text, and a couple of his other books, like Just My Type, which is about fonts. So Timekeepers is all about time, how society tracks time, why time is important, what we do with time. So it's sort of a loose collection of essays about different aspects of time. One of them is about when steam trains were first introduced in England and running, along the tracks, and they had a schedule, and how were you supposed to know when your train was going to show up if everyone wasn't following the same time? So nationalizing time in order for trains to follow a timetable. How time is important in music, how time is important in the world at large. He tells a story about a U.S. senator who gave the longest speech, a 25-hour speech. He talks about time during the French Revolution, and during the French Revolution, they wanted to revolutionize everything. So what did they want to do with time, and how they wanted to change how we use time, and the time of day, and how we tracked our days. It's very interesting. It's a cool way to think about something that just exists in our world. We are always thinking about time. So this is available, like I said, in Hoopla in text, and that is Timekeepers by Simon Garfield. All right, so those are all my recommendations for this video. Thank you so much. In order to get these items, you can get them through either Libby or Hoopla, which are our digital ebook services and e-audiobook services. So you will need a library card. So if you don't have a library card, you can sign up for one on our website at cmclibrary.org. You can click right on Get a Library Card right on the front page. If you're not sure if you have a library card, you haven't used it in a while, you haven't seen your physical card in a long time, you can email us at reference@cmclibrary.org and ask us, to look you up, and we'll see what we can do for you. You can also find Libby and Hoopla services. If you go to our website, cmclibrary.org, click on Menu and go to Borrow, and under the eBooks page, you'll find links to Libby and Hoopla. They are apps, and you can download them onto any device. You'll do a quick sign in with your library card number, and then you'll be ready to go. And if you need some more recommendations while you're staying at home, you can go to our website, again, cmclibrary.org, click on Menu, go to Help, and the Recommendations page. And on that page, there'll be a couple of links to some fabulous resources that will be able to guide you in your reading journey. And there's also a form that you can fill out, and one of our staff members will give you a personalized list of recommendations based on stuff that you like to read or stuff you like to watch if you're not a big reader right now. And I think that's everything. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again soon. Bye!